The biggest pet peeve of owning cars is when they all break, especially at the same time. Yes, we have a problem with the C7. We have a problem with the Tesla. We have a major problems, yes, multiple problems with the twin turbo C8. But there's no problems with you, is there, girls? No, you guys are doing great, aren't you? So in today's video, I'm gonna try to figure out the problems on all these cars, and we're going to attempt to fix them. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something?
This is supposed to be a team effort on our channel.
Maybe you should tell me that.
I just did. Let's start with the C7, but we're gonna need to get it out of the garage. So let's do a cold start. You weren't supposed to shut the car off because I gotta get it out.
Sorry.
But now your Tesla's in the way.
I mean, I can move it.
No. I've got this. Say hello to Tesla Summon. Yes, we do not need to touch the car in order to move it out of the way. Oh yeah, keep moving, baby. I need to get out of the garage and stop. I love the technology. So you guys can hear that the Corsa exhaust on my C7 is absolutely amazing. And the new wing that we've got on there, what do you think about the wing? Do you like it?
I love it.
This is absolutely awesome. Excuse me. What are you doing, ma'am? I'm too close. See, what happens when you're too close is, let's just shut it. Stay away, dog. Look, let's get her again.
Hey, stay out of my car.
Hey, back up. The door's closing. Zoop. You silly dog. So back to this. What I love about this is I was taking picture for the last thumbnail, and check that out. I love the way that spoiler looks from the front. Have you seen it from the front? You may not be tall enough to see it, but you can
see it.
Can you see it? That's impressive. Look at your level. You can't see anything at your level. Look.
Yes, I can.
I'm at your level. You can't see anything. So I made a dumb mistake, and we ordered a front grille from CorvetteMods.com. Never, ever buy anything from that trash company, because where I thought that this was gonna be a factory grill, the front cameras just don't fit in here properly. So I need to fix that. And to go along with my Corsa Extreme exhaust, we're gonna have a little something extra up here in the front of the car that Corsa sent me.
What are you doing? It looks like you're taking apart the whole engine.
Pretty much have to get this dumb airbox out. Something so minor takes a little bit of work to get out.
Can't trust you with any of this stuff.
Right, I know.
Probably should leave it to a girl.
Or a real mechanic.
Yeah, that too.
Not a YouTube mechanic. I watched the video. I know what I'm doing. All right, and just like that, this old, nasty, ugly intake is out.
So where's the new one?
Let me go get it. I'll be right back.
2 very boring minutes later.
And that would be this guy. Yes, I'm excited to get this. You know my favorite trim in a car is what?
Carbon
fiber. Right. So Corsa has made me this sweet cold air intake that's might or may not be made out of carbon fiber. But let's check it out. All right. Bubble wrap. That's what we got.
Oh, that scares Corey.
This is a filter.
Bubble wrap.
Like an extension for the intake system right here. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Isn't it? Oh my gosh, look at that.
I don't think the camera's gonna do it justice.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to put a picture on Instagram. Red carbon fiber to match the car. Okay, so I had to come down to the storage unit, and Mrs. Chevy Dude is always yelling at me about keeping car parts around, right? I'm sure you've all heard of it. I'm sure your spouse, girlfriend, mom, dad, whatever. Why are you keeping all these parts? So I've changed out that cold air intake on that to the factory upgrade. Well, I never threw away the factory one. I still have it. Well, with the instructions of the Corsa one, I need to use that silver and rubber grommet right there. And if I would have thrown this away, I would have never had those. And who knows if I can get those from parts department, or if I'd have to buy a whole air box in order to get it. So we're gonna head back and shove it in Mrs. Chevy Dude's face. You always yell at me about keeping parts. Thank goodness I kept these parts.
Silly dogs. As a supervisor, I kind of have the issue.
What's the issue?
Well, it looks like you got the air intake done, but there's a couple pieces right here that are not
I'm not done yet. Get out of here. What are you doing?
Are you on YouTube University again trying to get this figured out?
No.
You said no, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
All right, and there she is, all put together. That red carbon fiber air intake looks absolutely amazing along with this car. So perfect. That's going to add like 15, 20, 30 horsepower. It's going to be awesome. So now let's go find out what you did to your Tesla to figure out what was broke. All right, so with the Tesla coming from mainly this side, it is kind of coming from that side as well. There's some major clicking noises going on here. When you first start out, you can hear it at slow speeds, high speeds. So I think I kind of know what it is, which I'm a little scared about, but we're gonna investigate. There it goes. It's like there's something lubed up, greased up on it, and then like it's sitting there and it doesn't have any on it, is what I should have said. And then when it starts moving, that it gets lubed up. That's what's scary about this. So let me back up here and figure it out. All right, so I've inspected it and I don't like see anything in particular of what I thought. The axle boot is way up here and I figured that was like torn or something, right? But there is a lot of grease all over down here. So that kind of tells me there's something in here. Oh my gosh, way up there. You can kind of see up there maybe a little bit how much grease is just flowing up there. And the axle boot is pretty wet around the edge. Oh, I can see. Yeah, it's definitely ripped. I can see that. That's exactly what it is. So this is the passenger side here, and you can see that that is completely dry over there. This one, again, to reference, is not dry. So we got something torn down there. So luckily this thing is under warranty because I am not going to mess with it. I'm going to call Tesla or actually get on their app and schedule a service appointment and let them handle it. Holy crap, they're a month and a half out for service at Indianapolis and in Cincinnati. So that's the issue with Tesla, is we have a Tesla an hour and a half away from us each way, or 3 hours if you go south. So I guess we just have to wait a month and a half to get it fixed. The very first thing, while we were down at LS Fest, a subscriber came up to me and was like, "You're not running any filters on your turbos?" And I said, "Sure I am. That'd be silly to do even in an application like this with the turbos all, you know, up under here. Hidden, yeah, that's it." And when I first got the car, I actually sent a video to Andrew saying there's a lot of smoke coming from this. And of course, when you got the carbon fiber piece on here, you know, it sets like that and you just can't see anything under there, kind of like that. And he was like, "There's no oil leaking, right?" I'm like, "Well, they're oilless turbos, so there's not gonna be any oil up there." Oh yeah, duh, new application, not used to not having oil going to these turbos. And then, so that wasn't the case. And then I just couldn't figure it out. I guess it's just the turbo blankets. They're just new and they're smoking off or whatever, which thought that was pretty odd for this one to do it and this one not doing it. But so we let it go. So back to the story where the subscriber says you're not running any turbo air filters. I said, "Sure I was." And then we look and lo and behold, there's no filter on there. You can kind of see that filter under there a little bit, but you can see that one is completely gone. So Mrs. Chevy, if you could do the honors and give me that one we found. Yes, it's right there. Just show them all of that right there. Yeah, that had broken off and was literally laying on the exhaust system and the engine and stuff like that. So that's what was smoking. And this is by no means an issue with the CSP twin turbo setup. It's completely K&N's fault. So their trash filter didn't really work real well. Hopefully it's a one-time off and not a big issue, because when you look at this, you can see that it's broken and the ring and the part of the air filter is still literally on the turbo nice and snug. So this is gonna be fun. I had one hell of a time trying to get that air filter out of there. There's this coming off, completely severed, which is crazy. Just a little bit of pull here, and now it's completely broke. But it was not easy to get that air filter broke out. So to me to get it back in, not broke, that's gonna be interesting. All right, so first things first, we gotta get this big metal bar out of here. Oh, look, that was easy. Andrew had all sorts of problems with that and I didn't. And then we gotta get this, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Oh geez. All right, so here's the box to it. It's got a square filter on it. So let's hope this isn't a square filter and I ordered the right one. All right, I did order the right one. That's good. I have no idea how we're gonna get that to fit down there. So to give you a little bit of idea of the twin turbo setup, we'll look at the right side. These are the comp oilless turbos, and there's virtually no maintenance on it. There's a little plug right there for lube. So every 2,500 miles, I just gotta come in here and put a grease gun on there and put like 5 squirts in there. And that's all the maintenance you have to do on this thing. So super simple, super easy. And then pipes are coming back here to the inner cooler. The inner chiller is running down in the tunnel underneath. Yeah, so not a lot of room to get this guy in there. Let's see what happens.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I did it. Oh my God. I just did it. Oh, I think I did it.
You're awfully out of breath there.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I just dropped it. All I did was loosen up this hose clamp right here. And now it's dropped down there, but I took off the big clamp that goes around the turbo and I was able to wedge that in there. Luckily, so now I just gotta get that and bring it up here and get it on. And just like that, I think we got her. I just put up a couple little tighter turns on this filter just to make sure. And we fixed her ourselves. Again, something very minor, and I really appreciate Mrs. Chevy helping so much on this project because you're supposed to be learning, right?
Oh, was I?
I don't know. I just realized now.
I've let you do all the work.
I know. I just realized you're just operating the camera sometimes. And then the last thing with the C8 is we actually have a check engine light on, and it's caused from the Soul Performance exhaust system. Now the Soul Performance exhaust is phenomenal, and you got to realize that this was one of the very first cars with their performance system on it. Street Speed had the first one, I had the second one, and so it's kind of like an experimental system, not completely done correctly. And we've tried some different things to get that check engine light to come off. And I've been the last one to get it because I wanted them to take care of their customers before they took care of me. And the next thing is they have now some really cool connectors, I guess, that fool the system that the active fuel management valves are there and they're working correctly. When you start up the C8, there's little connectors, valves in there that move a certain degree when they start up. So what happens is when they move too much, they set a check engine light. And so that's what's happening. So these little guys right here are the electronic version of telling the computer that they're only moving certain degrees that they're supposed to be moving. So right now what we have is a mechanical version that we fabricated that's screwed into the transmission bolts that come from the factory. So we're gonna unhook those and hook these up. The issue is that I do not have enough time to do that because we're gonna have to actually take the whole entire rear fascia off, undo some of the bolts to the exhaust system to get up there because these are way up under here. And I already know, because I've had this part multiple times with the turbo setup and all that stuff, that I cannot access them from here. So I don't have time to do that now because we're headed to LA to do some things with some other YouTubers. And I was just informed that the truck is ready with one problem fixed, and then we still have the second problem that we're gonna have to look at as well.
What are you doing?
Well, I was just talking to them on camera, talking about how you can't access this area from here, and I started thinking, I better double check that, because if I can get away without taking the rear bumper off and dropping part of the exhaust, I would rather do that. Well, we got good news and bad news. So the good news is I get to show you guys their inner cooler that is custom made. I showed you that in one of the earlier videos, but you can see how it sets in here now, and you can see these awesome Soul Performance cats right there as well. Other good news is when I lift this up and I look into there, I can see exactly what I need to get to undo the connectors. The bad news is I got too big of a hands to get in there and to get to the connectors, and even with Mrs. Chevy Dude's teeny tiny hands, she's not gonna be able to get in there either. So we're definitely gonna have to take the rear fascia off and drop some of the exhaust to get that done. So definitely not getting done today. All right, and as you can see, we are here to pick up the LT Trail Boss. What do you think about it? They probably don't see the change that was done that I haven't told him in the video about it yet.
I think it looks good.
It looks absolutely awesome. And in the last video, I showed you that we did these little badges here and that. We got all the red and the chrome off. But what I forgot to mention was that I did the inlay right here. So I just did that here at work one day, didn't record it, but that inlay back here, just like this, looks so much better. So here is a before picture, and now you can see it as an after picture. And obviously you saw the before with the chrome badging on there, so it's been a while. But here's the issue, right? Oh wait, let's get the secret hiding spot keys. Yes, there's my keys. Awesome, nobody stole it, by the way. Merch link in bio. So as you can see, I can drop the tailgate with the keys, of course, inside, stuff like that. And even when the car, and I'm gonna unlock it, this button here is not working. And I'm not too sure who broke it. I don't know if it's just a faulty tailgate. I had the spray and bed liner done on it. I don't know if they removed something and something's not plugged in. So we got to figure that out too now. Every freaking car is just broken and has lots of work to do. We can still drive them, but we have to find a shop. We have to find a place to store these cars so we can just work on them. So yeah, my boys at 360 Express Collision and Detailing, they do everything, right? They powder coat wheels, and now they are window tinting. They do clear bra, like PPF. But yes, look at that. We blacked out these windows. Yes, I'm always a big fan of dark windows. So my boys at 360, thank you so much. And well guys, that's it for this vlog. We're gonna see you on the next one. This vlog is